We are thrilled to bring you a third season of Live Bait. We revisit the foundation of fishing from its earliest days, the beautiful simplicity and effectiveness of a hook and a minnow. Today you'll meet one of the great minnow farmers in the country, Jim Pillow, and we get to another one of our very popular First Fish segments. Someone catches their first ever fish and you get to see it as it happens. Welcome to Season 3 of Live Bait.
Jim, I feel like I'm in a museum honoring everything that we love.
Right on top like that. And there's our Palomar knot.
I think I do not want to let that one go.
Healthy, hardy, and safe, certified Arkansas bait fish.
This series features the magic of the minnow. So many wonderful fishing memories start with the minnow. But do you know where the minnows get their start? You will very soon. Let's go to a small town in northeast Arkansas to find that answer.
The Pillow Fish Farm is a staple in Paragould, Arkansas. The Pillow family has been in the bait business for generations, which means they know how to adapt to changing conditions. Today we're going to focus on one of the innovations which has brought consistency to the millions of minnows raised right here on the farm.
My name is Chris Harden with Pillow's Fish Farm here in Paragould, Arkansas. I'm the shed manager here. We're here today in our hatchery, and we're going to show you a little bit about how we get baby fish from the hatchery to the pond and grow them up to sell. So here we have our mats that we get our eggs off of, and these have already hatched. So we're getting ready to pull them out, and the babies are down in here. But where this started was in a pond. We drained the pond down out of the grass, and then we put this down for their grass, and they lay the eggs on these mats, and about 12 hours later or so we'll pull these mats, bring them to the shed, wash them out in the vat to get the mud out and some debris, and then we take this mat that's full of eggs and we put it in our tub, and then 7 days later they're hatched out babies, and then we take the babies back to the pond to grow. We like to start it as fast as possible, but you know, the last week of February, first week of March, as long as our weather gets right. It depends on the temperature, and then you're just checking ponds about that time of year, and they'll be hitting the banks a little bit. You can get some early eggs. You won't get a whole lot of eggs, but you get early eggs, and the earlier you can get them, the faster you can get them growed up to sell as new crop when old crop runs out. As long as the weather's right and you can get enough eggs by the middle of May. We like to have it wrapped up by the middle of May, but you can get enough eggs by the end of May for sure to stock your farm. And then, it takes about we get anywhere from 125 million to 150 million, depending on what we need for that season. Sometimes we cut back a little bit to put in more toughies. You only got so many acres to work with, but around 125 million total will stock our farm for a year. Today we're pulling out golden shiners. This is probably going to be our last round in the hatchery, so we're going to be wrapping things up here. All these tubs are full of golden shiner eggs, and we're hauling these back today, and we got the next round to haul back tomorrow. We have 3 ponds left to stock, and we'll put what's left here and there, and we should be done. It's a lot of going around, checking them daily, weekly, and seeing how they're progressing. And then once we think we're ready they're able to be pulled up with a fine mesh seine and transferred, we get in them and transfer them into another pond. And then, that pond will be growed up for certain sizes as you need them. So our seasons go in sizes, especially on the shiners. And you just transfer around until you get them set where you need them, sell out of them, strip them down, grow them bigger, and just hit the seasons as you go throughout the year.
Having a hatchery indoors and on-site is a game changer for the fish farmers.
Doing our hatchery this way with the mats, where we bring them to a controlled environment, gives us better success rate, more quality counts. I know that these babies are healthy here. I'm going to haul them to the pond healthy, and as long as nothing happens to them, I know they're in there healthy. I would say this is 80% more successful as far as time, labor, quality of the fish, quality of the count, the accuracy of your counts and what you've got on your farm. Basically on these, all we have to do is treat them with formaldehyde the first 3 days as they're still an egg to keep them from fungusing up. And as far as getting them certified and having, you know, no viruses, so these come, they are hatched off in well water with nothing else, no other contaminants. When we take them from here to a fresh pond full of well water, no other contaminants, no old water, it's been limed, dried out and limed and set up fresh. So we know that this fish came from clean to clean to clean. So right now in my head, I know I've got 1.5 million. And then as we go, I go till I think I've got 5 million. Educated guess. This would be I've been out here 11 years. So
your educated guess is probably a little better than most.
Yeah, and I've learned from Jim, and you just we do this process over and over and over, and the more you see it, you just get a really good idea of what it looks like. It's been good. Like I say, he really has invested everything into this, and he's really knowledgeable on, you know, what makes a good fish farm a good fish farm. And you know, if you can learn from that, it just puts us further ahead as, you know, a generation that's going to come up and continue the farm. Just makes things a lot easier for us.
And that's how the minnows are made. It's a multi-generational effort by a special group of farmers who are small in number, but produce billions of minnows shipped all over the country. Now, when we come back, we'll meet the matriarch of the Pillow family, who is still clocking into work every day at the age of 87. And we've got a first fish you won't forget. It's all coming up on Live Bait.
Live Bait is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, mow with an attitude, by Vexus Boats, and by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish, the safe bait. We will feature a lot of your photos throughout this season. Send them in to fishphotos@livebaittv.com.
Each year, the International Conference of Allied Sports Fishing Trades have a convention. Now, they use the acronym ICAST. It's a great place to see what's coming next in the world of fishing. So here's a sneak peek at some very exciting new products.
Hey parents, I want to talk to you right now. If you're looking into getting your kids into fishing, the easiest and most fun way is to float fish. We've got right here in Arkansas the Thill Foam floats. You can use these float fishing whether it's live bait, minnows, worms, crickets, grasshoppers, whatever. What makes float fishing fun is it's a visual sport, okay? You're gonna see that float sink, and it's super easy to rig. All you do, press this down, the bottom of the line goes here, press it down again, top of the line goes here, and you're rigged up, ready to float. Set your depth, and you're catching fish. And it's always a blast to watch that float sink and watch those kids smile catching fish.
To make it easier for stores to sell bait, we helped Aqualogic design a refrigerated, filtered bait tank holding system. And we want to promote the live bait industry, and we think that selling live bait is a good thing. It's healthy for the waterways, and it's a good thing for the economy. But so we developed a tank that you can maintain a certain temperature and water quality, and they can have a couple different types of minnows. And with this system, you can hold a very large volume of minnows in a relatively small area.
So Robinson's been around since 1939, so when you take that experience of dealing with live fish, you're able to find out how not to kill the fish and how to maintain the best stock. And so through all those years, this tank was kind of born through a lot of trial and error, and it's probably the best design you can get for holding live bait. Yeah, so with the water pump here, you're pulling all the water here right through the filter cells, so you have a big gate where all the water has to travel through, and then it's just a constant flow. And so with keeping fish alive, a constant flow and oxygen and cooler water is kind of the trifecta there.
Let's take a trip back to Paragould, Arkansas and visit one of the longest running bait shops.
Where one person has stood watch since 1976. On the north side of Highway 412, on the east side of town, is the historic landmark of the Pillow Bait Tackle and Center. It's a gathering place for anglers and has been so for decades, all under the watchful care of Irene Pillow. She's been in the minnow business for quite a while and witnessed the growth firsthand with the pioneers of the industry, such as her late husband, Joe Mack Pillow, who knew when it was time to expand the farm.
And he just kept buying farms, and he'd come home and he'd say, you know what, I've been thinking, and I hated that because I know he was fixing to buy another farm.
Irene has seen a lot of customers come through the doors to start their fishing day or end it. The fish tales are legendary and numerous.
Oh, I've heard a lot of fish tales. Whether they're true or not, I don't know, but they're interesting.
She just turned 87 and still comes to work every day. Now, for those of you wondering, it's the secret to longevity. That and a healthy dose of gratitude. What is Irene grateful for?
Just being able to be here every day. God has just blessed me, you know, that I can work at my age. People say, you still working? You know, but I love to work. And I don't know what else I'd do if I retired. I have no other plans.
Along with that gratitude is a sense of wonder of what each day will bring.
Just wondering what's going to happen today, and thank the Lord that He let me get up and go and walk and do the things that I do.
Irene Pillow is a treasure in her community, and we were excited to be able to introduce you to her. Now, when we come back, we visit a sporting goods store employee who sells a lot of fishing gear, but today she got to see what it was all for. She catches her first fish when we come back.
Live Bait is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, mow with an attitude, by Vexus Boats, and by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish, the safe bait. We will feature a lot of your photos throughout this season. Send them in to fishphotos@livebaittv.com.
This is our ever popular first fish segment, and we've got Lolly with us. Lolly, have you ever caught a fish before?
Never.
Have you ever even tried to catch a fish before?
No.
Okay, so this is gonna be great. Okay, good, good. This is how we like it. Okay, so this is gonna be your first experience with this.
Yes.
This is what we call a spinning rod.
Okay.
So take the spinning rod and you're gonna put on your left hand the first two fingers in front, and there you go, just like that. Okay. And then this index finger, you're gonna hold the line just like that.
All the way down?
Yep, all the way down. And then we're gonna put the minnow on first, but that's gonna be, that's kind of how you hold it, okay?
Okay.
So now we gotta talk about the secret to catching these fish are the magic minnows.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Are
so
magic minnows just little fishes?
They're little fish, that they always stay little fish though. Minnows are always minnows. They don't ever grow up to be whales or anything like that. So we're gonna take a minnow right here, and this is what these are. A lot of people don't know that 90% of all the farm-raised bait fish, minnows like this, in the whole country come out of 3 counties in Arkansas.
What?
You are in the perfect place to catch fish.
Whoa.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. So you got your minnow on. All right, so now we're gonna take the line like this, open the bail. That's that little thing right there. Take your other hand and open the bail.
Like that?
Just like that.
Okay.
Okay, and then you're gonna swing the line out, swing the rod out like that.
Okay.
And then when you throw, you let go of the line.
Okay.
Perfect, just like that. Okay, now close the bail.
Okay. So
and then now all we do is we watch that bobber. See that bobber, how it just moved like that?
Yeah.
That's a really good sign. Okay, so keep your hand on the reel, because as soon as that bobber goes under,
Where would you put just your hand here?
you like actually keep your hand right up to that same spot right there. Oh, okay, pull it up and start reeling.
Wait, which way?
There you go. Start reeling, keep the rod tip up. You have got a fish just like that. Keep reeling.
Oh my goodness gracious.
There, okay,
Oh.
he got off. That happens. But now you know. That was pretty exciting, wasn't it? Yeah.
Whoa!
Okay, let's see.
Tougher than I thought it was gonna be.
Let's see if the minnow is still around. He is not, so we're gonna get another minnow. Wow. Okay. That was look.
Stronger than I thought.
That was a bigger fish than we realized, because he snapped the line and the hook is gone. Okay, so we're gonna retie. But that was a good sized fish. Wow.
That was heavy.
Okay, so we have switched to a stronger line now. That was a big fish. We're gonna get us another minnow here. And what's cool, what the fishing pole actually is a shock absorber, and that's what keeps the hook in the fish's mouth. If you're using like a broomstick that didn't have any flex at all, you couldn't put enough pressure on the fish to keep the hook in the fish's mouth. And so that's why we always say hold the rod tip straight up, because that rod is just flexing the whole time, keeping the pressure applied. Oh, okay. See how the bobber's moving? That's a really good sign. So lower your rod tip, and remember you kind of want to point it at the bobber. There you go. Reel up just a little bit of slack. Oh, there you go. Okay, now raise the rod tip. Raise it, hold it up. There you go. Okay, all right. Here we go. That's a bass. There we go. There we go. All right. Largemouth bass.
Whoa! What? Oh, hi, you're staring at me. Okay.
Okay. There you can see he's saying hello.
Whoa.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, Lolly. You want to hold it?
Sure.
Okay. Here we go. We'll set that down right here. Okay, so just hold it on the fleshy part right there, and just kind of hold it tight. There you go. Okay, hold it up to the camera. Fish number one, baby.
Did you just see this? I did it.
2, 3.
That's
Very
so
nice.
Cool.
Okay.
Wow.
You want to catch another one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So let's stand over here, and then you can just kind of let him go, and he'll swim away. Thanks for the memories.
Thank you. Oh, that was so cool.
I think we have a new angler, and we will see her reaction to her second fish, which was a little bit larger than the first one, coming up next on Live Bait. But first, let's bring in the latest installment of Inside and Out, the story of what makes a Vexus boat a Vexus boat.
It's the best riding boat, best handling boat I think I've ever been in.
Whole shot's amazing. 200 Merc, right up on plane, beyond impressed. You'd never know you're in a tin boat.
Everybody wants to look at a Vexus when you go by.
This is my 2080 aluminum. This is not your grandpa's old aluminum boat. This is a state-of-the-art, custom-built, performance hull. This thing is awesome.
A lot of our customers are guys that are sitting in a takeoff every Saturday morning and using their AVX as a platform to go win some serious money.
We've really focused on getting that hull shape where it needs to be for performance, also for stability.
You're not gonna have any trouble with big waves. I've had this in 3.5 and 4 footers out on Kerr, and I've felt just as safe in the 189 model as I have the bigger glass models.
Got a wide deck, it's very stable up front. You're not gonna get the rock from side to side. The interior of the boat is laid out with room to fish, but it's stable, deep storage boxes. The list goes on and on and on of the different innovations that we have put into these boats.
This is not your grandfather's aluminum boat when it comes to taking care of fish after the catch and making sure you get to that weigh-in with 5 healthy fish.
You really want to get back in some skinny water that nobody else is willing to attempt to get. That's the beauty of using our aluminum boats in a tournament situation.
I love the 2080 because I love fishing shallow waters, and I'm just the knucklehead that'll get as shallow as I can.
The Vexus product has advanced so much that I would dare
dare say that there will be more and more aluminum product in tournaments as the time goes on.
When Vexus came out with this particular aluminum boat, I knew then it was going to be a winner.
Bravo. I think the team's done a great job.
Live Bait is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, mow with an attitude, by Vexus Boats, and by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish, the safe bait. We will feature a lot of your photos throughout this season. Send them in to fishphotos@livebaittv.com.
We last left off with Lolly catching her first fish. She is now ready to catch her second and third. Okay. There we go. Wow, this guy. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Pull up.
All right, pull it up. Yep, there you go. All right, there's another one. All right.
It's stuck.
Yeah. Boy, he's grooving. Yes. All right. There we go. Ah, there.
It's bigger than the other
All
one.
right, that is.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness gracious.
Look at that.
Whoa! Second
Yeah.
one!
Number 2.
Look how big! That's bigger than the first one. Okay, now go. Enjoy.
All righty.
Whoa!
Good. Number 2, wet hand high five. Yes.
Now I understand why people like fishing. It's very
Yeah.
soothing.
It is. It's a great way to get outside, appreciate nature, but you really get to appreciate some of the beauty of God's earth.
Uh-huh. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, your casts are getting more and more confident, young lady.
Thank you, thank you.
All right.
I'm learning from the best.
There we go. Okay, you're on. Okay. Okay, good deal. Oh,
Nope.
Wow, okay. Keep it right there. Hold on a
Okay.
second, because they weren't too far away. Let's see. They might have stolen the minnow. They got what they needed. All right, let's go ahead and reel it up.
Oh.
Oh! Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah. All right. Good job. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new angler right here. Lolly is our newest angler. I've even lost count. We were like 6, 7, I don't know. But next time you go to the Sporting Goods at Academy, you got somebody who can give you some expert advice. Thanks for fishing with us today. Congratulations. We love that enthusiasm, Lolly. Welcome to the world of anglers. And we thank you for watching today's show. Most people who have watched this series have expressed how they have had no idea how the minnows made it to their bait shop. But now you know a little bit more. The science of the indoor hatcheries produces billions of minnows every year. In our next episode, we'll talk about the certification process that makes it possible to move all that bait all over the country. Safely, no disease, no nuisance species. It's the best way to fish when you really want to catch fish. We hope you will always ask for Certified Arkansas Bait Fish wherever you buy your bait. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next week on Live Bait.
Be sure and find us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram, Live Bait TV. We'll bring you tips, techniques, and show you how to use your live bait.